EML combo here. Make sure that we are live. What's today? 13 seconds ago. Oh yeah, there we go. That should be it right there. It's too quiet. It's too quiet. Yeah. Imagine imagine a day. Imagine a time when you are there, it is working. Imagine a day, imagine a time when you are a part of something that is going to literally change the world. Imagine being a part of something on the groundbreaking floor that has the potential. You don't even know it has the potential to change the world, but it does. And when it does, or when you realize what has happened, you can reach back and say, man, I was there. I was a part of that. I was like king, blah, blah, blah. Ah, yes. Thank you for joining. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification if you haven't already done that. Put a thumbs up on this video.
Versus Capcom Fighting Collection.
I am talking about Marvel versus Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Set up for the intro.
Capcom presents Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, shut up for the intro. Man, let me tell you, this came out. Malls were in their prime. Everybody was at the mall. Malls were a hangout spot, and I just had so much admiration for this game. I had my complaints about this game, not knowing how much worse it's going to get. So, spoiler alert: all of my hate is going to be unleashed on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Everything I think that is wrong with the Marvel Capcom series starts with 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I'll spend a lot of time going over the details of that. But this game here is the peak. I mean, just think about it. The very collection is labeled after this game. Think about the most popular game in the world being Marvel vs. Capcom 2, being a sequel. What was it was this. This was the game that set the world ablaze. I used to walk through the malls and hear this. And the pitch, excuse me, the pitch was always at such a volume. Well, no, not even a volume. The volume was always loud enough, but the pitch was always distinct enough that even at a low volume, you could hear the announcer say, when this game dropped out, again, I was saying, okay, it's a thing now. We're going to get a new, updated version of X-Men Street Fighter every year. It's official. It's three of them that have dropped back to back to back.
Capcom presents.
So this is the way that Capcom's going about it. Instead of releasing Super Edition, Champion Edition, Turbo Edition, we're just going to have a new versus every spring. I think they were coming out. So much to say about this game. I have so much admiration for this game. I won many tournaments on this game. Again, you will not see me doing infinites. I am aware of them. I did not practice them. I did not want to incorporate them into my repertoire. And you will hear me talk about this quote unquote belief of mine going forward in Marvel 2. It's a long dissertation. Oh, where's okay.
Capcom presents.
Looking for my vape. Ugh.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
I was sitting on my vape. Okay, so where do I want to start? Let's start with the controls of this game. The traditional Street Fighter control. This is the last of the Marvel series period that holds to the light, medium, strong punches and kicks control scheme ever. This is the last one. That in itself should kind of give you an indication of what kind of game this is. They have decided that the traditional control scheme with short, jab, strong, forward, fierce, roundhouse is the control set that defines the series. And this particular game is the peak. This particular game is where we have entered into the clouds. We've reached the top of Mount Everest. Yeah. Now, that's not to say that 2 isn't on the other side of the peak of Mount Everest. It's saying that this game is where we reached the peak. This game is where we can officially say, oh, we've put our first, cleat into the ground. We are officially on the peak because we have made such and such height. But we haven't taken the time to view everything now that we're at the peak. I would say that that's 2. I would actually say that 2 is lower than the peak, but I'm not a fan of 2. That explanation will be coming up. Controls. Let's just start with, I just finished controls. Controls alone. Assists are still present in this game, but they are limited. You can select them. They can be used and they cannot be abused, which is the primary reason that I love and respect this game. Okay. You call assist by pressing the 2 medium buttons simultaneously. Medium punch, medium kick. And then the assist that you have either randomly been given or that you have chosen by knowing the selection code. You will get a limited number of how many times you can call them out, and how you use them is at your own discretion. Magnifique. It annoyed me when the game came out a little bit because everybody abused the heck out of Colossus, but I didn't know where we were going with this assist thing. Number 3, the music. This is the last. Is this the last Marvel? I, did they bring theme songs back in 3? I think they brought theme songs back in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So I'll just say the theme music. I'm not 100% sure. I guess I'll cross that line when I get there. But the characters have theme songs in this song. And this is one of the better soundtracks out of all Marvel vs. Capcom titles. Or Marvel or the Versus series. Yeah, sure, there's great songs in X-Men Street Fighter. There's great songs in at least one great song in Children of Atom. Most of the soundtrack was good in Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Marvel Superheroes, did they have any good songs that I can remember? I can't even think of any good songs off of Marvel Superheroes. But I can hum all of the theme songs in this one. And one character in particular, I still regularly play this song, and people have associated me with this song because of how much I played it. The Roll theme song. So let's get this thing started. I'll continue talking. So much to say about this game. I mean, Blue Bandits. The Blue Bandits. I used to use Arthur for a long time.
Ready.
Just to be annoying and to do something different from Colossus. I've already stated that I won tournaments in this game. Yeah, my time is off. I started playing tournaments with Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. As I said in the last video, I was on the ground floor when that game came out. So I was pretty familiar with it. Keep in mind, you're watching me play this, but I have not touched this game in literally 25 plus years. So I want y'all to think about that when you're seeing me play this game. I haven't emulated this game. I think it was released on the wasn't it released on PlayStation 3 in some kind of like collection? So I may have played this on PlayStation 3.
Mega Man.
Oh, they gave me my points back. Nice. The Roll theme song. Okay, so that's where I was. I started playing tournaments in Marvel vs. Street Fighter, but when this game was coming out, I was already, pretty good at it because it was a direct translation from the first two. It had a few new characters in there. Characters that were new in this game is Mega Man. I wanted to play this game for Mega Man alone. I was like, I can't believe they put Mega Man in this game. I was like, that's so freaking cool. And I was like, that's that chick from Darkstalkers. I was like, I thought they forgot about her. And I was like, the only character that this game is missing is somebody from Rival School. Oh yeah, I used to love that combo. Wow!
Marvelous.
Oh, I need to play Chinese. They both got the same combo. Beautiful!
Mega Man win.
Anyway, I don't know why I did that on the line. That's not gonna go over well. Can't reverse it. Sorry. This game came out. New characters were Mega Man, Captain America. Captain Commando, Jin, Kazama. But Red Earth had been out but it wasn't an American release, so I was not familiar with the character. I think there were some people that claimed that they knew where he came from, but I did not know where he came from. I had seen Captain Commando before in his side-scrolling beat 'em up, and I was like, man, they really kind of reached back into the archive to pull that character out. Look at that ball. Ah! There's the shield. Strider. What are we? Oh yeah, it's funny. Okay, so Strider. That was a game that I absolutely loved. Oh man. I tried to do emulators. I learned how to do emulators for 2 games, Strider and Superman the Arcade. Man, oh yeah, now I can do some of the combos I was trying to do in the previous games. They're starting to come together now. Oh, that's how you feel? Oh man, my hands are so sloppy. I am not as crisp as I was 20 years ago, believe it or not. I used to build teams, like you just heard me slip it out, the Blue Bandits. I used to call this team the Blue Bandits. Just to be, doing something. I was just bored, I guess. So, played in some tournaments, met some really great people through this game, met some strange people too. But one thing that we all had in common is that we loved this game. We loved playing each other. Saw a lot of fights, people getting upset with each other because they felt like they were cheesed or cheated, or there's always something. There was one guy who always wanted to fight me because they see me coming, and then they'll be like, "Here you go." I used to terrorize people. I gotta get at that move. Oh man, some of this stuff is starting to really come back. I had my leg out, huh? I had my toe out. So I had teams, and where I was going with all this, because I was talking about how great the sound was, that I used to have a team called Wolverine Love the Kids, and I just got to the point where I got bored with this game, so I would just start trying to beat people with the secret characters. I didn't particularly care for the gold characters, because, with their super armor. I just didn't want to play like that. Keep in mind, my love for fighting games starts with Street Fighter. It starts with Street Fighter, but I think I'll say that it ends with Killer Instinct. Everything else I played, I've just kind of either casually been playing, including these games, casually been playing, and just been naturally good at them or automatically good at them because they either share a set of controls with Street Fighter or they have Street Fighter characters in them, but they haven't been my focus. Never been a big fan of the Midway series, aka Mortal Kombat. I did like the Guilty Gear series, but I never found anybody that would play them long enough or get technical enough with them to provide any type of consistent challenge. And it weren't like those games were present in the arcade, so never really got into those. Oh man, timing is off. So can't speak much to those. And the other games, I mean, we did have a Soul Calibur following for a little while. where you could at least go to the local arcade and you might catch somebody playing Soul Calibur. My purpose of playing these games wasn't to play the computer. Most people's purpose of playing these games weren't to play the computer. It was to, be able to go to your local arcade and whoop up on somebody and make everybody eat their quarters. And or come on.
Combo finish. KO.
So when I say that I would terrorize the arcades, if I were walking in the arcade with my mom or happen to be visiting a new mall or whatever, and I would hear that Marvel, Capcom, way off deep somewhere in the background, I would go hunt. Okay, I heard it. I know it's here somewhere. Keep in mind, most of the times we were playing these games, let me speak for myself. Most of the time I was playing these games, I was playing them at malls. It was rare that some of those like putt-putts or anything like that would have games this new. And keep in mind, I just said that they were coming out every year. So if you did go to like a putt-putt, golf, or a Mount Taser or something like that, you might get a Marvel superhero or an X-Men versus Street Fighter. If you went to a bowling alley, you might get a X-Men versus Street Fighter, but you wasn't going to get a brand new Marvel versus Capcom. Oh, no. Most of the time, the arcades at the tilts were the ones that had these. They were specific to carrying, arcades. But nothing like so casual as a local, I don't know what you would call them. You wouldn't really call them mom and pop shop. I guess an arcade or a fun center. Is that, y'all think y'all like that? A fun center wouldn't have these newer games. So if you want to hunt these games out, you would go to your local arcade and just listen. Just be quiet. Two games were always loud in the arcade. These versus games and Killer Instinct. Maybe Mortal Kombat. I didn't really want to do that. I'm missing the fears. That's what it is. I'm trying to go for a super finish. That's what it's missing. That fears. That fears guarantees it hits. So some arcades were local to me. The mall closest to me, that's where I would get all my practice in. And, I remember one time I went to the local mall, the mall closest to me, and I was literally shopping for something. I was trying to get some clothes or something. I don't know. And I also usually always parked my car at the entrance closest to the tilt. But for whatever reasons, this one day I wasn't at the local mall to whip up on people on this game. I was actually at the mall for something that I needed to do. And so I parked on the other side of the mall, minding my own business. I think I may have just left the arcade like that previous day or maybe the day before. It wasn't like I went to the arcade every day. But I went multiple times a week, that's for sure. But my point is, I hadn't been to the mall that day, or maybe even that 2 days. And I made sure that I didn't enter in anywhere by the arcade. Under my own business. And so I'm there about a good 15 minutes or so. And this guy I know comes up to me. He's like, yeah, I heard that you were here. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you doing outside I've never seen you outside the arcade. What are you doing here? He's like, yeah, somebody came over and said that they saw you, over here in the mall. And we were just wondering if you were going to come kick us all off the machine.
Ready. Fight.
I said, I'm not even here to play the game. Oh, you're not? I said, no, that's why I didn't. Who reported on me? Why y'all have scouts for the mall? Does that sound right to you? We don't have scouts, but we just have people tell us when you're here. They had a tournament for this game and Marvel Superheroes at the same time at the local Galleria. Oh man, I haven't done this in so long. Mega Man has this ability to hold if you hold down the Fierce. If you hold down the Fierce button. I'm getting my butt whooped. Can't do this no more, man. I was going to throw in, I hadn't held it long enough. I was going to throw in both of his supers on that one, but I had to let it go before he died. I'm not as good as I used to be, believe it or not. He's going to chip me down. Oh, that's how you feel? Sending Thor out to help you? Thor can't help you. Oh. No advancing guard either, huh? You alive? No, you're not alive. Yeah. Good times. So, Scouts looking for me. They had a tournament for both Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter and this game. This game, at that time, I guess it had been maybe 5-6 months old. And as I told you in the Marvel Superheroes video, people were still kind of playing, and they were just kind of really seeing it regularly to be able to learn it. I might actually lose this because whenever I would get to this point in the arcade, I'd just walk away. Let the game kill itself. There was nothing else for me to do in the game. I cannot tell you the last time I fought Onslaught, and that's not being funny or. So yeah, I had teams that had themes. We had all these little crazy sayings about how Strider was Spider-Man's antagonist and that he loved getting in Spider-Man's draws. Strider loves Spider-Man draws. We had all kinds of crazy things. Is that no? You got to fight the little head thing. I don't have any energy.
No one is safe.
And that thing right there, yes. That thing is like crazy block. Yeah, I don't have enough energy for this. Yes. All the I don't even want to say badness because it got so much worse after this. All the stuff that I didn't like about this game because I thought it was so bad at the time, and now it's not that bad. I should have been able to beat this without any continues. And I need to start putting in my who was good on here? Colossus, Psylocke, and I remember at one point I got even good with the Jubilee. Nobody wanted to use that Jubilee, and I had tried to figure out some combinations to use her. Arthur was another one that nobody used. I definitely had some Arthur combos. Then now, see, that's why I say I should have been able to beat it without any continues. Because now that I'm actually paying attention, it's a much different outcome. And of course, you know, I did have the quote unquote warm up match. Behold my mighty hand. Oh no! Yeah, I might lose it. Behold my mighty hand. Behold my mighty hand. Okay, I'm gonna try a little harder, y'all. This is a little embarrassing. Oh, Lou! That was my man. Oh, I used to tee people off with Lou. What is he, a down medium punch, I think? To get him consistently? People would pick their Colossus. I come in with my Lou and just kill him. Why you keep picking that little nigga? Why you keep on picking Colossus? This is when all the problems started. Oh yeah, that hurt. Oh no! Ah. Now behold my mighty hand. No one is. Yo, my mighty hand. Oh, no, we're not doing all that. Wow! Yeah, I used to get so frustrated with that daggone theme of onslaughts. So aggravated. So, Wolverine loved the kids. I got so bored with this game that I started picking Roll. Roll is magnetic shockwave. That's an inside. If you played Mega Man, then you get that ending. It's kind of funny. Well, it is funny. They're doing that on purpose. But Roll, there she is right there. Roll. I can't remember how to pick her. I might can remember how to pick her. I think they just put her in the menu on this collection. I think there's like a toggle or something you can turn on to pick her in this collection. But she's not that great of a character. She's like a low tier Mega Man. But it got to the point where I would pick Roll and the people I would fight against would be like, oh, thank God. And then I would pick Wolverine and they're like, oh no! They were like, come on, don't pick your Wolverine. That's not fair. Like, man, I got one bad character. What do you mean it's not fair? I ain't got to pick none of this. Wolverine love the kids. And then if you so happen to defeat Roll, you was going to have a conversation with Wolverine. And nobody wanted to have that conversation with Wolverine. Lou is medium punch. I knew it was medium punch. I remember that one. If anything else, because I had got real good with Lou. I ain't going to use him here.
Spider sense
But
is tingling.
I was starting to do some little kooky little stuff with Lou. Some little combinations with Lou. Yeah, my primary team, if I was doing a tournament, was Spider-Man, Wolverine, or maybe Strider, Spider-Man, Strider, Wolverine. I might throw in some Chun-Li, depending on. It just kind of. This was one of the games where you couldn't change characters. You couldn't change characters if somebody came up with their quarter and played, put their quarters up against you. You were stuck with the team that you picked all the way through. So if I wanted to stay on the machine, let's say it's just happened to be one of them days and or weekends where maybe I only got like $1.50 to put into the coin slots. Then I might start out my day with Wolverine, Spider-Man Wolverine, because hey, I don't have a whole bunch of money and I need to get as much out of my little quarters as I can. I'm gonna pick a team that kind of versatile. No matter who comes up against me, I should be able to perform some kind of response.
Wonderful.
Friendly reminder: I haven't played this game, these characters, in probably damn near 10 years. Maximum Spider. A long game.
Spider-Man.
So
Wins.
close.
Lou.
Jubilee.
Oh, I didn't press start. Yeah, now Jubilee. I told you before Marvel. No, I think I started mastering Jubilee stuff after Marvel 2 came out. Yeah, because you could do some. Yeah, my hands were pretty spry when this game came out. My accuracy, I had changed the way I was doing the Dragon Punch motion by the time this game came out. My Dragon Punches were smooth and crisp. By the time this game came out at home as well, this was a Dreamcast release. They had those awesome, and they're still great to this day. Dreamcast joysticks. Oh man. What did they make? Weren't they Mad Cats? I think they were Mad Cats joysticks. Oh man, I still have those things. I still have them, and as far as I know, they still work. Ah, you know what that was? Well, at least what it was supposed to be. Okay, no super wants to come out? Oh, what I gotta do to get a super out?
Wolverine.
Rookie.
Rookie. Rookie. Lou. I remember that. Colossus, I think, was what? Jab, strong, and forward. I think that's what Colossus is. One Psylocke, medium kick. Some of this stuff is trying to come back. So, as the days went by in this game, I remember entering this one tournament in Dallas, Texas. Well, it was outside of Dallas. It was Mesquite, Texas, and I went in there just very confident. I saw some really nasty Wolverines that were doing some combos that I wouldn't necessarily do, but they were pulling them off, and they were interesting to look at. But I got my butt handed to me by a guy playing, I think it was Gold War Machine and Venom. Did that? Is it Gold Venom? Was it Gold Venom? The super crazy fast Venom on this game. That's a secret character.
Spider-Man.
So cool.
I mean, he ran through my team. And then I think on the rematch, like on my second go around, second tier or whatever that's called, like losers bracket, then I got whooped by a dude that played War Machine and Gold War Machine. He played them simultaneously and had me. He There's a feature in this game. This was for the first time where you could have all 4 characters out on the screen. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Real quick. That's fine. That was the first time. What do they call it? Crossover or something? So what was it? Backwards and yeah, this thing. And I think you could do infinite supers. Yeah. So they would do that feature there. No one used it. Well, where I was playing, the region I was playing in, we didn't use that feature. It used to be extra nasty. I mean, extra nasty. You saw some of that cross up, right? Woo, my Wolverine was on the SE on this game, man. Oh man, it was ridiculous. Oh, and that was just the beginning of the combo. I had to pick you back up off of the ground. Oh man, it was big guy. Oh no. Lou. I was trying to press the start button so I can get Lou.
Ready.
Wolverine Leather Kids. If you dare beat Roll. If Roll left the screen and you were faced with Wolverine and Wolverine was pissed. Because Wolverine don't let people beat up on kids. I remember a couple of people would get close to beating Roll, and they just be like, might as well just bring in my other character and I might as well just lose right here. I do not want to see that nasty, nasty Wolverine of his. Oh man. Oh. No. Some of that time is still there. Oh yeah, I pick him back up off of the ground, and just when you thought he was out, oh no. I said before, that was the beginning of the combo with the super. You're like, how's that combo still going? Oh. Yeah, make it pay the claw.
Wolverine, win.
Lou. That's the only one I remember. No, I guess I could try Colossus. It doesn't matter now.
Showtime.
Gold Hulk, Orange Hulk again.
Ready. Fight.
I think somebody tried to beat me with both Hulks at the tournament. Yeah, through them. I remember it wasn't until I went to Mesquite, Texas that I started seeing the secret characters being used at all, much less in tournaments. People in Mesquite thought I was trash. Because I got bleed by all the secret characters. Oh man, I couldn't even say anything. It was a shocker to me too. I didn't win that one bracket. I don't even think that the arcade was at a mall. They only have one mall in Mesquite, Texas. And I don't remember it being a mall. I think they had like a arcade. Yeah. It was like maybe it seemed like it was less than a mile away from the mall on the other side of what is that? 630? 635? Wolverine love the kids.
Wolverine win.
Oh, loot. Trying to get loot. Ah, I got Iceman? What the?
Showtime.
Ready.
What else I want to say? All the theme songs were good. So okay, so I did all that to talk about the secret characters and the soundtrack. And what else do I want to say about this game? It had the crossover where multiple characters come on the screen at one time. Which shout out to Maximilian Dude. He's trying to bring that back now in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Oh no. I think there might be some old videos of me playing that game on here. It's not that many. I bought that game a good. I feel like I bought that game 3-4 times. I know I bought it twice. All my little combinations. You know, there's supposed to be roundhouse and fatal claw. Yeah. Ah! Oh! Oh! What happened to my fatal claw?
Wolverine win.
Loot.
Showtime.
What else do I want to say about this game? Yeah, I got whooped in the tournament in Mesquite, Texas behind this game. Oh, I'm talking about on the game. I never got into any fights. Got close many a time to getting into fights over this game, but never had to actually come fist to cuff with anybody, thank goodness. Had a lot of threats. Whole lot of threats. Yeah, I'll do this without any continues.
No one is safe.
I know!
I reject it.
Yeah, because that's all he want to do is hit you with that.
I reject it.
See?
I reject it.
Come down, man.
I reject it.
Yeah, I know that. You hold my mighty hand.
Behold my mighty eye.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Come down. Let me talk to you.
I reject it. I reject it. Behold my mighty eye.
I was waiting for that. Remember that much.
I reject your
Should be able to kill him here.
KO.
Some memories came back. No continues. They ain't even a award for that. What kind of horse is that? Horse poo. So this game literally defined a legacy of games. I mean, we got the Tatsunum versus Capcom out of this. We got the DBZ Fighters out of this. We got Marvel vs. Capcom 2 out of this. We got the Marvel vs. Capcom Legacy Collection out of this. I mean, there was another game that incorporated didn't the Fatal Furies follow suit with the dual characters? We got the Capcom versus SNK out of this. Capcom SNK versus SNK 2, CVS Chaos. And you're on the ground floor with this game. You're there when it releases. You're part of the story, and then you meet people, you meet people, and you start getting your name in magazines, and you run into people who eventually turn their whole life into playing tournaments and making a name out for themselves for playing these games, aka Justin Wong. This is how I met Justin Wong through Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Said I was gonna reach out to dude and see if he remembered us meeting, but that dude has been through so many tournaments and met so many people. I just don't really think that he remembers me. I wasn't that special, but you never know. He might. I met him one time at when he came to Houston in what was it, summer of 2000. Came to Houston, Texas, and met him at U of H Career Center. I think that was the year that I made Game Informer. I think that was the same year. Anyway, doesn't get much better than this game. It just really doesn't get much better than this game. So I went over the controls, went over the sound, went over the secret characters. The roster in this game is good. It is kind of small. I do think that holds back the game ultimately. There are infinites in this game, but it's just like X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. By the time the infinites really started becoming prominent, people were on to the next game. By the time I was playing tournaments in this, they started doing infinites and Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. I said, I don't need to go back to that game if that's what they're doing all over there. The last thing I'll say, I played these games to fight. And that's why I believe that this is the last one that really lets you do that, because you can't abuse the assists. Got a limited number of everything. They cared enough about the fighting system to keep a button dedicated to each punch, enough to not dual assign one button where you have to press one button twice in order to get a specific punch or kick out, aka Marvel 2. This is it. This is it. This is the game to be. This is the game that defines them all. This is the game that opens up the gates to pave the road to the future. You notice we don't have X-Men versus Street Fighter 2. We don't have Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter 2, but we have two other. No, I'm not counting Infinite. We have two other Marvel vs. Capcom after this one that are still being played today.
Marvel versus
Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button, like, leave me a comment below, put a thumbs up. I don't know. I heard that I am playing on Steam, so I heard that the PC edition of this collection isn't doing matchmaking well. So you will see some online play, but I guess I won't be doing online play
Capcom presents
on Steam since they're having problems.
Capcom.
And I don't have a joystick for the Switch. And my Madcast joystick, that's what I'm using now to play this game. My Madcast joystick doesn't work on the PS5. So, I guess I could plug my PlayStation 4 up and then download and play online on the PlayStation 4. But that's where my joystick will work. So, those are the kind of challenges that I gotta, hurdles I gotta overcome for. Jumping online for anybody that was wondering. But yeah, you all know what's next. The Marvel vs. Capcom 2 video will be much longer than this one because there's a lot of hate that I have for that game. I don't have a lot of love for that game. And no, I wasn't trash. Anybody who knows me and knows what I was trying to do in this game, they know that I had skills to hang with some of the elites. But that's a story for another day. EML combo, like, comment, bell notification. Let me know that you're out there. Hopefully you enjoy this. You'll see more of this game, particularly on the channel, now that I have access to it again. And see you all out there on the interwebs. I won't be using Infinite. I'm out. Peace.